Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Meta, and today I have a special guest with me because we're going to be doing a special Dragon Ball FighterZ video, just some sort of notes and stuff about our thoughts about the game and how we think the game's going to go. And why don't you introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's FinalEssence. You probably don't know who I am. I'm a new up-and-comer. You know, I mainly do Persona videos on my channel, but I thought I'm really hyped for this Dragon Ball FighterZ game, and I just had to talk about it with my boy Meta right here. That's
Hey, you know we had to get on that content because you guys already know, if you follow my channel so far, I could bring y'all the heat when it comes to that Dragon Ball content.
You're damn right.
Alright, so we got a list of couple things we want to talk about, so what do you want to talk about first?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about each character, right? So far we've had a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 characters introduced so far? Or is it more?
So far there was 9, and then they added in
the
Super Saiyan Blue, Goku,
yeah,
and
so
Vegeta.
that's 11 now. So 10 and 11, right?
So you got
So
11 characters.
We got 11 characters, and each of them are vastly different. You would have thought like the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta would just be clones of the Super Saiyan regular Vegeta and Goku, but no. They actually have a completely different moveset, and that is something that is really cool, because that means they're paying like really intricate attention and detail to like how they fight in the anime and how their styles have improved from back when they were just Super Saiyans to now when they're playing Super Saiyan God and training under Beerus and Whis, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna just throw some shots out here, but that's just another reason this game's gonna be far better than Xenoverse. Because if you play Xenoverse, you know how that was. They were basically the same thing, whether it was Super Saiyan Blue,
yeah.
Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan, Base Form, whatever it was. But this game brings out the true competitive nature
Right.
for a fighting game. Arc system work is bringing it, and I'm so excited. Just how unique each and every character is, whether they're bad in the anime or good in the anime, it don't matter. They have such a unique style that makes them so good, and it really depends on the player itself rather than the character in the game.
And that's actually what I love about like fighting games like these, because it's like with like Xenoverse and games like that, there's always Goku's here. Here's all of Goku's forms. You just gotta pick the best Goku. It's like when growing up, right? You play Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and you'd have like Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, and that was that's the only character that was worth playing at that point.
Exactly.
It was like he was so stupid busted.
That's all you needed to go with.
Needed to go with. It was crazy. It's like now it's an actual tier list. It's like, oh shit, Piccolo and Krillin might actually have a chance to be like really high up in the tier list and everything. It's just crazy how like that's all just gonna really switch things up and like change people's perspective on the characters in the Dragon Ball series, because they're all Z fighters at the end of the day.
Exactly, and I was really, to be honest, I was kind of skeptical at first to see how they were going to do with this game, because I mean, I already knew Arc System Work was pretty good at what it does when it comes to fighting games and everything like that, but I was kind of skeptical to see how they were going to balance like the tiers based on the anime. They actually did a super solid job of making it balanced based on the characters, giving them all a chance, so you can really choose who you like the most, whether it's your favorite character or who you like playing the most, without having to be at a disadvantage, because like Super Saiyan Blue Goku has way more health or way more stamina or base attack than like Krillin does.
Right.
And it's just so good, so good. It's really well done, and I like that they're bringing this to the table, and so much more competitive element to the game, because that's what we really wanted. That Xenoverse tried to do, but it didn't really do that well, mainly because it was buggy with the online mode, because the attacks just barely ever connected and everything like that.
It was for some people, it wasn't for everyone, but it's like this is for like the people like us who are like hyper competitive. We just love a good fighting game. We just want someone to go toe to toe again on equal ground with our favorite characters. Right. And speaking of that, I want you to tell me right now who are the characters you're looking to be maining when the game drops.
When the game drops, okay, I'm gonna just say this right now.
Yeah,
when the game drops,
right now,
the characters that have been revealed right now, I gotta go with Frieza for one, because Frieza has got to be my favorite Dragon Ball villain. Like, he's just, I think the biggest reason I like Frieza and why I'm gonna play him in the game is because he brings off such a commanding aura. Like, this is personality, and the way he presents himself is just so commanding and authoritative, to where it's just like, it's that calm and cold power rather than a fierce power, to where like Kid Buu is. Like, Kid Buu is like a fierce type of strength, rather than where Frieza is more like has that regal nature, where he's that cool, calm, and collected type.
Yeah,
threat.
It's like almost like it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what it is. It's like
Sinister?
He's evil, right? Yeah, it's like that sinister kind of evil. Where it's like
Yeah.
Kid Buu is like it's just primal rage kind of evil.
Yeah.
It's like he's just really aggressive for no reason. Whereas like Frieza, he wants to take over the universe.
Exactly.
He has a goal in mind. He's set out to do it.
He has a goal in mind. It's set, and he
was
knows
on his way
he can
to do it.
He has the
committed mass
strength.
genocide on almost the entire Saiyan race just to achieve his goal.
He really could have. He killed all of the Saiyans. He was bodying Vegeta. He killed Vegeta with no remorse. If it wasn't for Goku, if it wasn't for that little kid that bumped his head off a mountain, he would have taken over the universe. That would have been it.
It would have been done. It would have been a wrap.
It would have been a rat. So that's why I really like Frieza, my favorite villain in Dragon Ball. So I already knew I had to play him, especially when they first showed that he was able to go golden. That was the first super element we got, for one. Two, golden just looks so crisp. Not only does that game look phenomenal, but it just looks so crisp. And I also really like Frieza's playstyle in the game, whether it's golden or in his regular final form. And it's just so well done. Especially one really small detail that I didn't notice was how when he threw his ki disc, it hurls back at you and it can hit you. It can't hit you. I didn't notice that at first until someone brought it up to me. I was like, oh yeah, it does hit you.
Detail,
That's
right?
such small detail. Such attention to detail is what I love. That's so good. So good. Even though that can bite me in the butt if I'm not careful. Warranted, but that'll be worth it because he'll probably be so much fun playing. But I ranted way too long about that. What?
Nah, you're good, man.
Next, probably Boo, because I've always liked characters that have more survivability. You know, like I'm not sure how much better he is at tanking, like as far as stats goes.
I feel like
health-wise, stamina, and tank.
A bit more health because he's a slower character, so he's gonna have to like be able to take more hits because he's gonna be someone who's probably has a lot more power in his hits, but it takes like a longer time. It's gonna be like a lot of start lagging and lag to his moves, whereas like you can punish him if you don't pull it off because those moves do like hella damage.
Yeah, and I also like probably the coordination I could also do with Frieza and Boo. Like Boo would be my solid, like short and simple combo starter where I can also take a bunch of hits, like if I need to make a comeback or something like that, or save Frieza for later on. I could just have my short sweet combos that could be done and space myself out and tank a lot of hits if I need to against someone that's super aggressive. And Boo is definitely someone like that. I wasn't expecting him to have such great combos, but he actually has some really solid combos, like not really high octane ones like Teen Gohan or Krillin does, but they're solid enough to be that tank role to keep me surviving and have that if I need to switch out and just someone to help me out. That's what I really want.
I've seen like a couple battles like when he switches in, like he has a good like initial burst damage, right? When he jumps straight into battle, there's that combo where he's like kick or punching you into the ground. It's like this is like really good to start up a combo and then just switch it up into the next character and just keep the combo string going. It's crazy how he does that.
And I love that move where he flips and carries the other person down, then just starts beating them and bashing them into the ground. I thought that looked so good. I was like, yo, that move is clean. I like that. I really like that. That was really well done. And he also kind of gives that vibe like Android 16 does. Like they're both huge. Like their corner pressure may not be as great as someone like Cell or Krillin, but just them being huge can leave people afraid, like being backed up into a corner by them. And that's also what I like about him. So Boo, Frieza and Boo, those two. And for the third one, I wasn't really too sure. I kind of wanted to wait to see who else came out, but when they showed Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, I was like, alright. Vegeta, I wanted to use Vegeta, but I just love Super Saiyan Blue, and he has Gallic Gun, so I was like, I gotta go with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. It looks so good, especially his level 3 super, I think it's from that one part in the Goku Black arc when he was like, when it was the last time they had come back and they had destroyed their time machine, and he was like beating Goku Black and like just beating him over and over and everything like that. He had that one big punch where his ki just went everywhere. I think that was the part. I noticed that with Goku and Vegeta, they definitely took a lot of elements from Super for their fighting style.
Right, yeah.
It was really, really good, and I like that how they're definitely not the same as their just regular Super Saiyan ones, but Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta looks clean. I love the Final Flash, and I kind of wish he had the Final Flash, but Galick Gun will have to do. It'll have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, for my teams, as out of everybody that's announced right now, it'll just have to be Frieza, Majin Buu, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta.
That's crazy. You actually put a lot of thought into that, like a lot more than I thought you would have initially.
Yeah, when I get going, when I have that passion about something, I just keep rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's hear from you. Who do you want to play with?
All right. Well, first of all, I gotta start with Team Gohan, right? It's been tradition for me since I was a kid. I always pick Team Gohan. When I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, that Cell vs Gohan arc was one of the greatest arcs that I'd ever watched in my childhood.
Yeah.
It blew my mind. When he just snapped and went Super Saiyan 2, I was like, oh my god, he is a monster. And I had to
that was my boy.
And he's so fast too, and it's like he's got that really good like Kamehameha anti-air, right? The same that he used when Sun was in the sky doing his super Kamehameha, and he just reversed it with that super one again. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. He's got a really good anti-air, and he can keep going as well. Like you can launch into the air, continue it, combo it up. I think his move is his final is the father-son Kamehameha, right? The attention to detail on that again.
Yeah.
One-handed. It's like, cause a couple of games, like they forget that it's a one-handed move, and they'll be doing like the two-handed one. It's like, all right, chill out a bit. There's like a lot of attention to detail, like the kicks, the punches. He's a heavy, fast-hitting, like pressure-based character, and those are the characters I kind of use, right? I have a little bit of background in fighting games. I played Skullgirls and I played Guilty Gear. I played a heck of a lot of Persona 4 Arena back in the day before that game died off. Right, and I used to play like a lot of speedy characters. Yeah, rip that game, man. The lobby is dead. I used to be in there all the time. It was just like maybe 2 or 3 people in there when I was logged on. That was like December just gone. It's crazy. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I used to main like Yu Narukami, Akihiko, and Yosuke in that game. And those are like fast-hitting pressure characters. Like if you get them if you get someone in the corner with them, it's like it's almost a wrap, right? You got so many options to use in the corner, especially with Yosuke and Yu. Those were like the 2 top tier characters in the game, and I didn't know they were top tier until like I wanted to like maybe take my shot at it competitively until I realized the game it already lived its course. Like it was at the end of its cycle. It was just a wrap at that point. And I moved on to Skullgirls. Skullgirls, I love using Philia. Ruko was alright. I ended up using Cerebella a lot because she had like combo strings that were really powerful and they were quite fast too. They had like a bit of super armor to them. It was hit and miss, right? But like, so basically what I'm saying is like characters that have like fast hitting, a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, I definitely
love characters like that. And I love that Gohan is that kind of character. So he's already looking like he's gonna suit my type of playstyle. Another one, really basic, but I'm looking like Goku, right? Goku Super Saiyan. He's all around. He's gonna be that all around character. He's got that decent defense, decent attack, decent combo string and stuff like that. He's like your beginner character. He's gonna be that kind of character in the game where it's like easy to pick up but hard to master. So like you can pick him up, you can get some combo strings going, but like when you get to the advanced combos, that's when he gets really, really good. Yeah, and those are the ones that are always dangerous to look out for, because those are the ones where it's like, alright, these combo strings are easy because they're beginner characters. They're gonna be much higher tier because you can get a lot out of these combos for like minimal effort. And those are the kind of characters that I personally like to play, because technical characters are just not for me. That's why I see characters like Trunks or maybe Frieza and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have to give it a pause because you guys look super fun, but I can't be getting into this stuff. My fingers will just freeze up. I'm like, alright, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I'll gladly take that Frieza though. I'll gladly take that.
Oh, I know you will.
I'll take that.
I think so. What? Team Gohan, Goku. The last one might have to be Cell. I just, like I said, right? Cell is an amazing character.
Oh yeah, that's.
If it wasn't for
your
Frieza,
team is a threat.
Cell would be probably one of the best villains in the whole series. If it wasn't for like the whole motive, was like, oh, like Dr. Gero's plan was just kill Son Goku, and that was technically Cell's goal. But he got an ego, right? He's got that Saiyan mentality where it's like, I'm a warrior, I love to fight.
Yeah, he definitely got that ego.
like he's so sassy with it when he hits his perfect form, and I just love his attitude.
He is.
And I just love like the way he fights. Like the way I pick fighting games, right? I don't go for like how they look. Like I go for how they play, but I also go for like my favorite characters. That's why when you see me play like fighting games, I usually pick like the female characters. I'm like, all right, who's the cutest character? I'm on my screen right now. I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna work with you. That's why in Guilty Gear I'd play like Jam, or like I gave May a try, but she was really slow, so I play like Jam and everyone else. Like Jam is my main in Guilty Gear.
And that's like, what a lot of people don't really do as much nowadays. Just pick who they like or who their favorite is, because they're so focused on winning. Because if, in my opinion, the way it goes is the more you have fun with it, the more you'll probably play it, and the more you play it, you'll get better at it. So you'll automatically get better at it, and you higher your chances of winning. So you don't gotta think about winning all the time. You can't just be a slave to the meta, right? Yeah, exactly. You can't just look at the tier list and be like, who's the best? Alright, I'm just gonna use him just because he's at the top of the tier. I don't particularly like him or anything. Because people can do some things with some characters that people think are lower tier. You could do some things with them in any type of fighting game. You do a lot. People sleep. Don't sleep. Those are the upsets that people live for. They crave for. Like when you see like a lower tier character, like you're watching Smash, right? Let's say like somebody's using like maybe Zero Suit Samus, and someone walks up to you like top 8 with a Palutena. You're rooting for that guy. He's the underdog. I'm rooting for that guy. I want him to win. I want to see some upsets. Oh, I want to see that. I would love to see that, bro. Upsets. People just live for upsets. They live and just for it. Seeing it like happen just makes. War, when fucking Zero got taken out, it was crazy. So good. Civil War was literally the tournament. Link in top 8. Link got 3rd place, bro. DK going ham in the tournament. Civil War is literally the tournament of upsets. MK Leo got taken out so early. Zero got taken out early. Ally beaten by eSam. They were gone. That was it. And that's what makes a competitive game so much better. When they have the ability for upsets to happen, but and also just like further this up, because when that happens, that just makes the game even more hype for everybody and gives that much more energy. And because keep in mind, Smash commentators talk about Dragon Ball or reference Dragon Ball anyway, so you know this is gonna be the game for them, and that commentary is gonna be lit. It really is. So you definitely feel that energy, and that's why I love. Oh, I'm so excited for this game, bro. You know, speaking of that, let's talk about how we think like it'll affect the esports community, right? Because it's already been shown at EVO 2017. We only had 6 characters then, like the initial Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Cell, Freezer, and Boo. And it was like there was a small gathering of people there just to gather like interest, I guess, to see like how many people are interested in tuning into that game on Twitch. Yeah, it wasn't like really how people are coming up. Yeah, it was more like a get a feel of the game, you know, get an understanding of what to expect. To see how much when the game drops support it was gonna get. Right. I guess maybe to get some feedback from the fighting game community too. But I think this game initially is gonna have an insane amount of support for when it drops, like CEO next year, 2018. Oh yeah, Evo 2018. Those 2 major tournaments in summer. Those it's gonna be packing. It's gonna be packing. Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. This game will, for sure. Like once that game drops, because it drops in February too. That's like as it gets closer to the summertime, that gives people to like practice their characters, right? It's not like when Tekken just dropped in June and it was like Evo within 2 weeks. You're like, alright. Like, maybe I can't remember. I didn't watch it to the end of the top 8, but I know the Japanese had it in like arcades for a long ass time. But they had like a lot of combos down, and I guess unless you're a veteran of Tekken, you're obviously you're gonna be like new to it. I guess it's gonna be a bit harder to. Yeah, and I think that was the same with like Pokken Tournament and Street Fighter V. Like Japan had the game in their arcades like way earlier, so like when it came out like right before a big tournament, people didn't stand a chance. And so, but as far as this game for the esports community, I really think that this game will just have a really long train, just a successful competitive life. Like at the beginning, it's definitely gonna be the biggest, and granted, as it goes on, it's probably gonna get a tiny bit less because the initial impact will be over, so it's gonna stabilize out a little bit, but it's still gonna grow. Like it's still gonna extremely grow. Plus with Dragon Ball Super and everything like that, a lot of people are fans of that and they watch that, so it's gonna make it even more hype. It's still ongoing. So that gives it's still options for like DLC characters and everything to keep the fans interested, and like
I think another thing that we need to think about as well is prize money and like how they're gonna like generate what's the word I'm looking for? Because like look at how Pokemon did, right? Pokemon was a really fun game when it dropped. It was amazing, but like there was no motivation or no drive for the esports community or like the community in that game to like keep going. Because like Nintendo's not pushing for it. There's no tour like how Capcom, they do like their Capcom tour for Street Fighter. There's like the Tekken World Tour and things like that, where it's like you going around and it's like all the best players, you have the tour and it's like prize money and pools where it's like there's a lot of money the way you can get out of it. And it's like, all right, there's actually like an incentive to want to play and get good at this game. You can make a career out of this. You can be somebody in this community. And I think that's where a lot of games are made or break in the fighting game community, or just in esports in general. Like look at Overwatch. When it initially drops, they didn't have the Overwatch League or anything like that. It was just scattered events here and there. It was like the ESL, it was maybe like Alienware, Monthly Melee, and it was like, all right, these are cool and all, but like we need something stable, like something,
and then
where
that's
we can
when
actually
something
have that incentive, right?
That's when the big Overwatch Cups and tournaments came out, and they started pushing it harder and harder as the game went on.
Starting to come through, and now like the esports community, like we're turning heads now. We're looking back like, yeah, this is what we're here for. Because like you look, the American esports community in Overwatch compared to the Korean esports community, there's a vast difference.
It really is.
Korea's esports is insane.
They're just far ahead. Rip America. That's all I gotta say.
It's so far ahead, and it's to the point where it's like the South Korean World Cup team is like they're in such a league of their own that no one wants to fight them. But it's like now
just watching the South Korean Overwatch team play, like against anyone, you're just expecting them just a whole new spectacle, just to see them go in, just mollywop some people. They don't
drop a single map. I was shook.
They're insane, like legit. They cannot be stopped. They cannot be stopped. They're just insane.
Crazy. We just need to make sure that the fighting game has a lot of initial incentive in order to keep the players invested and keep them going, and then keep the game strong for years to come. You know, maybe some DLC, and then like maybe like sequels onto like next games, because it's on PC, it's on PS4, it's on Xbox One, it's on all the major systems current year. We can just keep pushing that, and it will go far. It will actually go far. There's already a massive fan base behind Arc System and Dragon Ball already. You just need to give it that push and that incentive, and you got it. The esports, it's easy money right there for both the companies and the players.
Definitely. And that's kind of like brings up another thing that I want to talk about. Like it's still in the esports topic, but how they're gonna proceed with like the online mode 3v3. Like it has the online mode to where you could play against like other people online, but not just to where it's one person versus another person, but it's actual 3 people against another 3 people
versus 3
and I was
people,
like, do you know how many more possibilities that brings for a competitive game? Because it's just like doubles, just like doubles in Smash. People love doubles in Smash. Just like other games like Dota, how you have 5 people, League, you have 5 people, Overwatch, you have 6 people. But just in this gives a team-based aspect to another fighting game. So not just Smash, because Smash is like the only. The Smash is like the only fighting game, or one of the few. I don't really know if any other fighting games have like a team-based aspect, but I believe it's only Smash that has a really popular like team-based aspect to it. And Dragon Ball FighterZ having that team-based element in it, where 3 individual people against another 3 individual people, rather than just one controlling 3 versus another one controlling 3. So many more possibilities in a competitive nature. You can actually have teams if you want. Who knows? I don't know if esports team will have actual teams. You could have your own 3-man team for Dragon Ball FighterZ, while each of them can compete in like the regular tournament, to where they're controlling the 3 characters, and they can compete in the team tournament where they all 3 work together and train together. So like they can not only train together but train by themselves for traditional and team-based ones. That's such a good element to another fighting game. It's just so solid. I was surprised that they had that, but that's gonna be hot,
that actually threw me off guard. I was like, that's crazy, because like I think a game I played like that was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, right? Me and my brother, we used to combo all the time on those games. It's like we have both different fighting styles. It's gonna be so interesting to see the synergy between the players, how like they match their combos together when they switch in, when they switch out, and like what to do, what not to do. It's gonna be crazy interesting. I think I haven't been this interested in like a team-based game like that for a while. I guess the only thing that's probably similar to that would be Skullgirls, because you can do 3v3, but it's usually just one player just comboing and comboing and comboing. It's like now it's actually
actual
3v3. It's like that's gonna be really huge.
It's crazy, bro. This game
that opens it up in a lot of ways for sure.
They're changing the game, bro. They're actually changing the game.
I don't think that would be like an online thing, just because there might be like connectivity issues between like 6 whole players.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
They might do. I don't know. They probably could, but they might just do the safe room. Be like, you know, you can only do that like maybe like you can only do that for offline mode, like amongst friends and stuff like that.
Actually, I don't know, because for Xenoverse, it was still possible with Xenoverse, but Xenoverse Online just wasn't the best in general. But having being on a team like with your friends and everything like that, it didn't make it much worse than it was with just one person, to be honest. So as long as their online servers are better than Xenoverse, then there shouldn't be too many problems, rather than just the whole like, you know, variables of people's own internet.
Yeah. And like with me just saying that, I just forced myself, you know, you could just do a lobby, right? You can have a lobby. Like you could have spectator modes in lobbies. You can so why not have like everybody playing at the same time, instead of, you know, 2 people playing and everyone else watches. Everyone else can jump in. Like just have a 6-man lobby. You can just do rotations on teams and stuff like that. It's just, dude, you could stream that for hours and you could not get bored. You just rotate. It's a lot for stream quality, right?
I'm telling you this right now. I am going to stream that game so freaking much.
Oh, dude. For sure.
So much. And the best part, by then, because I'm in the process of saving up for a new PC right now, and by then I'll have had my PC for a long time, so I'll be able to finally be able to stream from my PC. I will stream that for so long. And when I like a game, I can play it for hours. I can play it all day. I can play it for hours a day, every day of the week. Granted, you want to give it a break every now and then, just to maybe talk to other people about the game or something like that. But that game, not only do I think it will survive as an esport a long time, but just even as a casual game, because that's another thing I wanted to talk about was as a casual game, you don't need to, like, this is a game where you don't need to have watched Dragon Ball to understand what's going on. It's not like Storm, to where it's telling a story, but or it's telling the story of its anime, but you don't need to have played you don't need to have watched Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z to enjoy the game. But I do think you should, just for the small details to how the characters fight or the things that the characters do. I do think if you want to enjoy the game at its fullest, you should, but you really don't need to. And that's what I like about it. It gives some more,
definitely don't need to.
It gives some more elements and more experience for casual people and die-hard fans of Dragon Ball. Like, it helps out both parties, which I really like the Arc System work is doing for the game. It's really nice, really nice.
And as well as that, they have like their own story, right? Well, it's looking like they're probably gonna have their own story. We saw in one of the recent trailers, they showed that it was like villains or heroes are fallen, and it's like, what is going on here? It's like they're like zombie Gokus, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, they really were. I was like, what the heck? When I first saw it, I was reminded of Trunks' future, where I was like in pieces, but like the sky was green and the buildings were destroyed. That's what I thought they were doing at first, because Trunks is in the game, so I was like, yo, are they gonna like recreate the Goku Black Arc or something like that, but in the game? But then no, it was something different. I was like, okay, they got their own little story mode going on. I see you not copying the anime. Okay, it was looking good. I was actually impressed. I was really impressed. They're actually putting a good amount of time in this. And one thing that I wanted to talk about, you already know what caught my eye. What caught my eye was how it said in the trailer, I believe in the trailer or in an article I read with the trailer that Arc System Works had mentioned that, it said Super Warriors fall one by one. And that's what really like clicked in my head. I was like, wait a minute, Super Warriors fall one by one? They already got super characters. They got Goku and Vegeta, which are technically super characters, and the main cast. But if they were talking about them, I feel like they would have said Z Fighters fall one by one. not Super Warriors. I was like, Super Warriors, they have their Super Saiyan Blue transformation, but that's not enough to classify. So that must mean that they gotta have some other super characters in this game, right? They have to. That can't just be coincidence, can it? Like, they have to have some more super characters coming in. That's where I'm theorizing Hit is gonna come in. You guys already know. You guys watch my Dragon Ball videos. For those that do, Hit is my favorite Dragon Ball character of all time. You already know I want the game. In my last 2 videos, I talked about this. I want Hit in the game. And now with this being said in the trailer, I really do think they're gonna be in. I really do. I really do think Hit is gonna be in the game.
I could definitely see it, because you know they've included super characters. Who's to say they're not gonna add more, right? Because super is that's what's popping right now in the Dragon Ball community. It's really going hard. The anime's right now. Ongoing. It's on Crunchyroll. It's on Toonami on Saturdays, and it's like we can use Hit. We can use Zamasu, Goku Black. You know, all these characters. Beerus, Weiss. Well, not Weiss, Whis. Weiss. I was thinking of Ruby.
That's a new one. Weiss. Oh, I know who you're talking about for Ruby. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know why my mind went there, but yeah.
We're talking about Dragon Ball, bro. Get your head in the game.
I don't know what's happening. But
oh man,
all those characters, they're all possibilities, right? Because I think I sent you this in the DM the other day, right? The 4chan thing that was a potential leak. That there was possibly a leak, if to be believed. The game will launch with a total of 27 characters. 4 of those will be unlocked, and we already have 2 of those revealed, which is Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. Which, if that's true, that is incredibly interesting.
It said like a cast of like 27 characters at the game's release and everything like that, and I was like, okay. And then I was thinking like, you have a Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. They'll take up another spot on the screen. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but then it said it would just be like a certain command you would input when you're highlighted over regular Goku and Vegeta.
And it's not gonna take up a slot. It's just gonna be like, you know, you hover over Goku, Vegeta, and there's like the option to play Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. They're gonna be like,
the first thing I thought of was like when you want to play Sheik automatically from the start in Melee instead of just going into Zelda. That's what I thought.
It's kind of like
I was
that.
Yeah, and I was really interested. Like, and another thing, I think this was also in the DM you sent me. How I was talking about Android 17 will be playable, but the roles will be switched. So like in the intro sequence, how it's like mainly highlighting Android 18, but it'll be like mainly highlighting Android 17, and 18 will come out of nowhere to help him out. And I called that in my Android 17 video. I literally said in that video that Android 17 will be in the game and that the roles will just be switched. And Android 17 will be the primary, Android 18 will come in, and Android 18 can be the primary, and then Android 17 will come in. I literally called that. You can't say I didn't. We're done here. I called it.
Yeah, he'll take that W. You can just
I'll
ship
take
it
that.
to him.
I'll take that. Thank you.
But yeah, I think we've talked about literally everything we wanted to get out of our chat, man. We're just so hyped for the game coming February next year, 2018. I am ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. But something that's closer. Let's talk about that beta though. That beta is coming out soon. September is right around the corner. Of course, you know I have to sign up for it.
I signed up on both my American and European accounts.
Your American and European account?
I got 2 accounts, bro.
I was thinking about using 2 different emails. I was like, I could finesse 2 of them if I wanted to. I thought about that, man. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to get my hands on that, record some content for that too. You know, get some of them views. I mean, what? Huh?
No, you gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect the hustle.
Oh yeah, that game is just gonna be so good, man. I'm so hyped for it. Probably okay, see, I was gonna say my most highly anticipated game of 2018, but ain't Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in 2018? No. Didn't they say Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out 2018? Didn't they say that? I'm just like, Kingdom Hearts or Dragon Ball FighterZ? We gonna get both of them suckers. Gonna get both of them. Highly anticipated. I really want that game. February 2018. Rip Dissidia. Yeah. It's gonna happen.
And then again, you know, we're at the end of the video now. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I'll do the outro this time. Good.
All right. Go ahead.
So, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to both of our channels. Link will be in the description below. And let us know in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions on Dragon Ball FighterZ. Will you be picking it up? Who will you be maining? What do you think? Just everything we discussed. Talk about it. We want to have a conversation.
Literally everything.
Literally everything. Do it. You won't. You don't have the Dragon Balls to do it. I dare you to do it.
What?
You know what? I'm now daring you. Now you gotta do it.
Now you have to do it. I don't care. I don't care if you just have no thoughts. If you just want to say you're hyped, all caps. Go ahead. I give you permission to type in all caps in my comment section. You're welcome.
Good. There it is. We're done here. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
All right. Peace, guys.